the actors are fighting, it looks like that they are killing each other, with the knife or with the, different weapons. But actually nothing is happening. All is a play. But we become so engrossed in that play that we really think, in one of the Indian serial, sometime back, the main character dies in the serial. And all over India, mind you, literally, people were crying. They really thought that that person died. It's a real story, I'm telling you. It's a real story. People were crying, people were calling the production house. What happened to the actor? They did not realize that the actor dies in the serial, in the play. In the all of India. It's not, we are so huge. That character Mihir is still common and very famous, right? He dies in the play. And people really think that he died. They started crying and they were so in anxiety that he died because they were so engrossed. And in the movie, when we see a movie, we cry. Right? But they are acting. So Krishna is the biggest actor. Whatever propensity we have in this material world is coming from Krishna. Right? So Krishna, when fights for his pleasure, right? He fights, he makes that fight real. And devotees also are, because I have seen that movie in theatre, movie hall when I was in India, Mahavishnu. All devotees mostly were seeing the picture. Whenever there is a blow from Hiranyakashipu or Hiranyakashipu, devotees are really thinking, oh, is Krishna going to be defeated? That is the impact of the movie or the cinema. So, but that is not how it is. Krishna is just playing. Krishna does whatever role Krishna does, he does it perfectly. Right? So this actually is not the true Virya Ras, because real rasas are among devotees of the Lord. So Hiranyakashipu and Krishna and Nrsimhadev. This is not Virya Ras in real sense because Hiranyakashipu is not a devotee. Right? So when Krishna is killing demons, he is actually not doing Virya Ras in real sense. Because Virya Ras is in spiritual words among Krishna does Virya Ras with devotees. Sankhya Ras, Sakhya Ras or Madhurya Ras or Vasalya Ras, all these rasas are with devotees. But this is not a devotee. He is a devotee because he is Jai Vijay, but in the material world he is a demon. Right? So we see in Vrindavan, Krishna and cowherd boys, sometimes they play games, and in that game they fight with each other. That is called Virya Ras. Because Krishna is playing with his devotees. This is example of Virya Ras between Krishna and devotees, because that rasa is based upon primary rasa. What are the primary rasas? Shanta Ras, Vatsalya Ras, Madhurya Ras, Sakhya Ras and Rasa. And then come the secondary rasas. In that comes Virya Ras, where Krishna wants to fight, to enjoy, right? So as cowherd boys of Krishna are in Sakhya Ras, therefore they can also have Virya Ras. First they have a relationship. They are in a primary rasa, right? Now in fight between Hiranyakashipu and Nrsimhadev, there is no primary rasa, there is only secondary rasa. So therefore sometimes the Lord likes to display these Virya Ras and he may choose demon or sometimes he may choose devotees like Shiva. So this is the first reason why Krishna chose Shiva. Again, like Hiranyakashipu, like Brahma and all that, and Bhishmadev, because he wants to enjoy, and that enjoyment, that rasas, that mellows, he does only with his own devotees. Ultimate purpose of rasa is to give bliss. So this is one reason why Lord fights with Shiva. And the second reason given here is that it is shown thereby that Krishna is the supreme form of Bhagwan. So sometimes we have stories in different Puranas. This is also very common in India. If you talk about it, the same pastime, they will say no. In Linga Puran, Skanda Puran, Shiva Puran, not Skanda Puran, but I think Shiva Puran, Linga Puran, it is shown that in this fight, actually Vishnu was defeated. Same. And so there was a question once that in Vishnu Puran, Vishnu is told highest, in Shiva Puran, Shiva is told highest, in Durga Puran, Durga is told highest. How is that? How to consider it? We are reading Srimad bhagwatam, we are reading Vishnu Puran, so we are thinking, same pastime, Lord Krishna is defeated. How to understand that? So we have to understand that the Puranas are also in Satogun, Rajogun and Tamogun, different modes. Even Puranas have three modes. You know, Shiva is worshipped as Kal Bhairav in India. You know, there is a temple in India where liquor is given as prasad. It's not saying that, it's in Ujjain. My husband and son has gone there, and they were given liquor to offer to Lord, and they get it back. Small bottles they have, right? Similarly, we see Kali, Mata Kali in Bengal. You know, she is offered the meat is actually offered that. So what is that kind of? Krishna talks about in Bhagavad Gita that even the worship, even the charity, even the food, everything is in three modes, right? So worship is also in three modes: mode of goodness, mode of passion, and mode of. Similarly, Puranas are also in three modes. So this Shiva Puran, Linga Puran are mode of ignorance, mode of passion, or mode of ignorance. So now, what to believe? What should I think? And maybe I am biased towards Krishna, so I am thinking Krishna won. What is the principle? The principle is that always the statement given by a Purana, which is in mode of ignorance or mode of passion, is lower than the statement given in the scripture, which is mode of goodness. And Srimad Bhagwatam, what is Srimad Bhagwatam? Srimad Bhagwatam is the summum of all Puranas, Upanishads, right? The Vedant, the end of Vedant means the end of Vedas, the summary of Vedas, and that explanation is Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam is the supreme authority. That is, we have to understand it like that. Similarly, another example is, you see in Vedas there is Jnana Kand, there is Upasana Kand, there is Karma Kand, right? So Jnana Kand and Upasana Kand are considered superior than the Karma Kand. Means, if there is a statement in Karma Kand, that is considered lower. If there is a contradiction, there are two statements, one is in Jnana Kand and one is in Karma Kand. Which statement we will consider more important or more which is authoritative is which is given in Jnana Kand, because Jnana Kand is superior to Karma Kand. For example, in Karma Kand it is said that Swarga Loka is the ultimate destination. It is eternal. In India, people say when somebody dies that he is Swargavasi. Means he went to Swarg. Swarg is the highest planet as per Indians who read simple Vedas, right? So why they understand it? Because actually in Vedas and Karma Kanda it is said that Swarg is the topmost planet, it is eternal. That is the topmost destination. But when we come to Jnana Kanda or Upasana Kanda, then same statement is said otherwise. So why? We have discussed in one of the class that why in Vedas these statements are given, right? To gradually elevate. Because a person who is, let him first believe that Swarga Loka, let him just believe that there is a place better than this and we need to go there, right? Then when a person understands, starts worshipping and all, then the higher truth is told to him that actually Swarga is good, you should try for that, but there also, Swarga also comes in the material realm, right? So, how we consider what is more authoritative? Like that. We have to understand that which Purana is it in mode of ignorance or mode of this. As per Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, right? So that is why for us Vaishnava devotees and persons who are considering Srimad Bhagavatam as the topmost authority, for us Krishna is the supreme personality of God. So here this battle between Shiva and Krishna shows Krishna is superior to Shiva, but to prove that he had to fight and defeat Shiva, so therefore Lord arranges this Yog Maya to operate on Shiva himself. So this type of bewilderment should not be criticized. It is not the fault of Shiva or Brahma or demigods helping him. Sometimes we say that, oh, see, Krishna is higher because Shiva got bewildered, Brahma got bewildered, Devatas got bewildered. No, we have discussed that even this Yoga Maya, the internal potency of Krishna is so strong that even it looks like that Krishna is also bewildered. That's why he is doing bewildering pastimes, right? So we should never criticize that, oh, Shiva is lower because he is being bewildered. Rama is lower because he is being bewildered. No, that's not. What we have discussed, that they all